Hi everyone, it's McKinnon from Street Etiquette. I am finally talking about and publishing my daily skincare routines, which is my night routine, my morning routine, and kind of what I do to fight my zits. So to make it easier for you guys, I am going to split them up. So today what we're focusing on is my morning routine, and then I'm going to do my night routine in a couple days, and then I'll do what I do to kind of fight my zits. And then that goes the same for my posts. I'm going to break it up just because I do have so much information to share with you guys. I don't want it to be too overwhelming, and there might be areas that some of you guys aren't interested in and that some of you are interested in. So I felt like this is kind of a good idea, just to kind of split everything up. So I do have to apologize. I have been kind of lagging on publishing this. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but I am in dead week right now. I have finals next week. So with that, studying and kind of working, my schedule has been really packed. So forgive me for that. So my face is completely naked. I don't have any makeup on today. And honestly, it's probably going to stay like that. I do have a final tonight, and putting on makeup probably isn't at the top of my priority list. So the products I'm about to share with you guys, I do have them all on my face right now. So I will share my first obsession that I've been using probably since November, and this is something that I highly recommend that everyone needs to get their hands on, jump on board with. This is my Sonic Dermabrasion brush. It probably looks like a Clarisonic till if you guys are kind of familiar with that. It works in the same ways that rotates. Sorry if that's loud. It has two levels. So my reason for buying that opposed to the actual Clarisonic brand is the price. They are very expensive, and honestly, this works in the exact same way. It comes with replacement brushes, and so mine's from Amazon. It was $39.99, but they do actually have a website where you can get a lot of different size brushes and brushes for different purposes, like the Clarisonic does do. So that one has two levels. I don't know if you guys can kind of hear it. So I use the first one, which goes a little bit faster at night, and then I use the second one, which it goes a little bit slower. It's a little bit more of a gentle cleanse in the morning. I love that. It also helps kind of preserve your facial cleanser. You don't have to use as much because it really does spread it all over your entire face. So with that, I'm going to talk about two of the cleansers that I use. These are the only two that I use in the morning, and I do go back and forth. So right now I'm using my Clinique 7-day scrub. It's a light exfoliator, but then in a couple of months I'll switch back to my Proactive Renewing Cleanser, which also has little exfoliating beads. So I've used Proactive since I was in 7th grade. I want to say it was probably around my freshman year in college was when I just stopped using all of the line of products. I kind of switched over to just using the face wash, and I do have so much of it left, and it's done great things for my skin. I am someone that Proactive did work for. I know that people have tried it and it didn't work for them. It worked for me. I really like it. But because of the hassle of having to order it all the time, I'm trying to kind of slowly get my skin off of it. And the Clinique 7-day scrub works amazing. It works I haven't noticed a difference. I mean, I want to say it works kind of one and the same. And I know the bottle was a little bit small. This is the biggest size you can get it in. But like I was saying, with your exfoliating brush, you don't have to use a lot of cleanser, especially if you have a foaming cleanser. You don't have to use a lot at all. So after I use my cleanser, I use my Biore toner. And this is probably one of my favorite products, not only because of the price of the product, but because it leaves my face feeling so fresh in the morning. So for oily skin, it's really important to use a toner. It's important to use a toner in general, but especially for oily skin, because what it's going to do is really going to tighten up your pores. And my tip for using that or any toner in general is to really focus on the oily areas, unless you don't have any dry areas. But as I was saying, I do have some dry areas around my nose. I'm not going to use my toner around there, like in here, only because it's going to dry it out more, which I kind of want to avoid. So when I do use my toner, I really focus on my forehead, my cheeks, kind of the top of my nose and the bottom of my chin, and I let that dry before I put my moisturizer on. So after I use that, I do use this Nip and Fab. It's like a fix serum. So this is not my moisturizer. It doesn't work. It doesn't work as a moisturizer. If you get this product and you want to use it as a moisturizer, you are completely welcome to. This just doesn't give me the moisture that I need. So this is kind of like, it's a gel. And so you'll notice if you do kind of look into it, it is for like a night use. It's like a night repair. But because its main like focuses for the product, it's to tighten your pores, to brighten your skin, to fix the texture of your skin. I love using it in the morning. I mean, you can use it at night, like I said, but I love using it in the morning just because, like my toner, it does give me that really fresh kind of feel. It tightens my pores. It makes everything kind of feel like it's glowing, and I love it. And that line, I talk about it in my product faves. The Nip and Fab, like they have Nip and Fab and like Nip and Fix. They have a buttload of products. I would look at them all. They are all great products. And that one you will read about in my product faves. It is for like a wrinkle fix. And I am 21. I don't have any wrinkles, but my tip for you guys is to start using like wrinkle serums and anti-aging things as soon as you can, just to kind of fight it before it gets here. Especially for you guys that do tan or do like to be in the sun, anti-aging and wrinkle fix serum is going to really help with that stuff. It just really helps with your skin, with like the youthfulness, just for it to stay like really tight, and makes it so it's not as dull. And my Clarisonic also is going to really, really help to make it so your skin isn't very dull. So after I use that serum, this is what I use for my moisturizer. So it's a Meaningful Beauty Cindy Crawford collection. I never would have thought to use this. I had seen it. We all have seen it probably on commercials, and I honestly thought that it was kind of a joke. But my mom had a line of all of the products, and so I actually got a buttload of those ones, and I love them. They work great. So what I love most about that is that it does have an SPF in it, which as I am getting older, I'm coming to terms with. It's really important to have an SPF in your moisturizer, and it's really important to not lay in the sun for so long, which you are my family and you're watching this, you're probably laughing because I lay in the sun in the summer as much as I can. But I am realizing to kind of preserve your skin, it's so important to have an SPF. It's so important to not kind of like bask in the sun. So I use that after my Nip and Fab, and for that I focus on areas such as my cheeks, my forehead. I do my eyes and then my chin. I only use that one in the morning, and sometimes I didn't post a picture about it, but I do touch on it. I use the glowing serum. I usually will use that one in the summer in combination with that, just because my face does tend to get a little bit more dry in the summer. And lastly, what I use is this Benefit Puff Off. And so this is like a illuminating eye gel. And so I use it under my eyes. And right now it's really coming in clutch because my sleep pattern is awful. I've been up late studying, so when I do wake up, my eyes are puffy. So that stuff is amazing. It has a cooling gel, so it kind of gives you the same feel that like the Biore does. It's really cooling, and so it does that right under your eyes. And since it does have an illuminating in it, you can wear it without makeup, which is what I'm doing. It kind of gives you that natural glow. I know that like Estee Lauder has a great one. It is a little bit more expensive, and then Clinique also has a really good one. It's like a rolling ball, but that one isn't an illuminator. But so if you don't want illuminating, then try the Clinique one, because I know Estee Lauder does have illuminating in it. So that was my morning daily skin routine. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. I know I do use a lot of different products. Again, that is just what works for me. But if you do have a line that you love, definitely stick with that line. So to find out kind of more information about each product, I would highly encourage you guys to kind of go over to my product faves, and I really do go into depth about that stuff. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope this is giving you guys what you want, and that it definitely does help you guys in terms of what you do in the morning, what you should do in the morning, and what I do in the morning in terms of getting clear skin. So have a good rest of your day, guys. Bye.